This is a sensitive topic, especially when you're speaking with Arabs, because we don't want to insult people when we're talking about ourselves in the we. You know, we're a community, but we, as a Muslim community nationwide, are 50% illiterate. In Arabic, in Chinese, it doesn't matter what the language is. We have a serious problem with education, with literacy, and the Arabic language, you know, has gone through over the past century stages of standardization just to be able to get people to be able to communicate with each other in a common lingua franca, and it becomes kind of an insult to people to say, well, you don't speak the true Arabic, or I speak better Arabic than you because I speak more like the Prophet ﷺ did, and this Arabization, this Arabism gets wrapped into our Islamic identities and our Muslim identities. And this is highly problematic and difficult for people to talk about, but I think we need to cut to the chase and say it frankly. We don't speak Arabic, not the Quranic Arabic, and I don't know when the last time anyone ever did. It's not our native language, and we need to study it to be able to understand it, to be able to speak with it, and understand the not just the syntax of the language, not just the sounds and the tajweed, and people go and memorize Quran and think that they now speak Arabic because they've memorized Al-Fatiha or something. But we actually need to study the language for its pragmatic purposes, how it's used, you know, how expressions are used, and i'tibar and the amthal and all these things. And we just don't do that. You know, there are ulama who struggle with that. And so how can we say that we understand what the Quran or what the Sunnah is when we have no context to derive that from? I think revolution is a pretty strong word, but the doctor is called in and said that we're sick, and that doesn't mean that you start the burial process. It doesn't mean you start thinking about, you know, how to resurrect a dead tradition either. You know, we're not trying to resurrect a zombie of an Islamic tradition. We want an authentic tradition that is still alive. We are a living body. We need to stop surviving and start living.